to the account details I will shortly put in the chat. If you're unable to attend any of the live sessions, they are available in the LMS. Now we have shared the LMS access details through email to those who have shared the payment proof in WhatsApp till 4 p.m. today. Those who have shared the payment proof in WhatsApp later today, they will receive the LMS access details later in the day or by tomorrow. If you have any trouble in accessing the WebEx online session, you can also access it through the YouTube uh, live session link. I will put that in the chat now. I put the link in the chat. So if you have any problems with WebEx, you can access through YouTube Live. Now, my name is Sijin Jacob George. I'm working as Global Relations Manager with IPSR Solutions Limited, and I will be the event moderator. Now, coming on to the first technical session for today, it will be AI in research. This will be delivered by Dr. Suresh Nambudiri, who's the Director, SPM Technologies, Pune. Dr. Suresh Nambudiri is a product design specialist in automobiles, consumer electronics, home appliances, computers, and telecommunications, with over 30 years of industry experience. When he resigned from the corporate world to contribute to the Indian education sector, he was Chief Operating Officer with Tata Motors. He was part of the team that developed the first Indian car, Indica. He has designed and developed over 200 products, including washing machines, refrigerators, desktops and laptop computers, smartphones, and accessories, many of them for the first time in India. He has traveled over 22 countries and closely worked with engineers from 8 countries. He's a highly sought after professional interviewer for senior positions in engineering and management for Indian and MNCs operating in India. The insights he gathered from interviewing over 12,000 candidates made him investigate and research the state of Indian education, particularly in engineering education. The findings eventually led him to associate with a global team of 158 industry professionals and 2 Ivy League universities for a pan-India ethnographic survey of unearthing root causes and finding sustainable solutions. Currently, Dr. Suresh Nambudiri is working as the Director of SPM Technologies Pune. He has served as a resource person for faculty development programs in the topics of outcome-based education, critical and creative thinking, ChatGPT, and AI tools for educators, design thinking, etc. He is currently collaborating with HEIs like IITs and NITs and other premium institutions for improving the employability of students. He is a mentor, researcher, and an educator in addition to a senior corporate consultant. He's a BTech Mechanical, MTech Production Engineering, and MBA New Product Development. His PhD research subject is cognitive rigor requirement for startup and entrepreneurship. Over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you, Sijin, for the introduction, and good evening to all. So, yesterday we had a session, and in that 1 hour each, we discussed about why should we go for OBE, or what is that OBE imperative. Second session we spend to discuss 100 plus ways to use ChatGPT for an exciting classroom. Anyway, I started both of these with an apology, saying that I normally take this about half day to 1 day, but we had to summarize. But I believe I have explained the key points of that, so that you are on autopilot and you can do the rest of the learning. And I have given my phone number yesterday, and a few of the participants contacted with their doubts. You also can do that. And today we are going for another important session, that is how to use AI for high impact research and publications. I repeat, AI for high impact research and publications. As I was telling you yesterday, anyone who is going for AI for research, they get the advice, you use this tool, you use this tool, you use this tool. I would like to tell you that all these tools are actually using only 5% of the power of generative artificial intelligence, means 5%. This 1 hour, I am going to speak about the rest of the 95%, means that is the power of artificial intelligence, especially how to, especially I am going to speak about how to approach research, with the artificial intelligence, and where we need to use its power. And it is specifically, it is applicable to Indian research scholars, because the challenges we face are not the same challenges faced by the research scholars of other countries and other universities. Therefore, please pay attention. I am going to tell you some of the very important things. It is going to help you to create good research and good publications. First, let me open my slide. So this is artificial intelligence for high impact research. First, let us see what is the condition or what is the situation of a researcher in any of the universities. See, researchers are confused. Researchers are full of apprehensions, and researchers are on fire, and the time is running out. This is a condition of most of the researchers. A few months ago, I was in a campus. One research scholar was asking me, "Sir, have you seen men of 35 to 37 years old with a beard and all crying?" I told, "In which movie it is?" He said, "Not in movies. It is in campuses. It is by research scholars." Means there are research scholars. They are not able to finish their PhD, and they are totally stuck, and they are crying. And there are same situation. Even there are very good research guides. They are totally frustrated because the research scholars are not rising to their expectation. So there are serious situation here. With artificial intelligence, we can find a solution for all. This is what I am going to speak about. 95% of the research, how you can do 95% of this research without plagiarism. I am going to speak about that. As I was telling you earlier, you go and ask, okay, how can I speed up my research, or how can I make a better research with the AI? They are going to tell you the names of some of the AI tools available on internet. For example, some of the AI tools for searching literature. It is like Site Assistant, Consensus, SciSpace, Synapse, Semantic Scholar, R Discovery. There are many like this. When I started using AI, when I started, just a minute. Okay, now I'm coming back to this. We will get a group of AI tools like this. When I started using AI, there were only some 30 to 35 AI tools on internet. As I was telling you yesterday, there are about 32,000 AI tools are available on internet. So many of these things they claim that is for research, but these are all can be classified in this way. Some of the things are for searching literature, some of the tools are for literature review, and some of these things are for content generation, and some are for chatting, summarizing, and paraphrasing. Chatting, summarizing, paraphrasing. Now let us see here. There are some other tools that is for data visualization, data analysis, and then for grammar check and paper editing. But we need to understand that these are not the thing AI's capability. AI's capabilities, the AI capabilities are much higher. These AI capabilities, these tools are not at all touching upon. These things are not solving the genuine problems of our research scholars. I will tell you an example. This is a story told my father during his younger days. I belong to a place called Kottayam in Kerala state. In our village, there was a mosquito problem. People used to get fever and many people used to die because of this mosquito menace. And they tried everything. They could not contain it. So at that time, there appeared an advertisement in the newspaper. It says that there is an equipment. If you use this, 100% mosquitoes will die. Many people they spend big amount. It seems they had to spend 25 rupees for that equipment. At that time, the salary of a government employee was 40 rupees. So this 25 rupees they had to send to a company in Delhi, Daryaganj, Delhi. So they sent this and everyone got one box. Do you know what was inside that box? There was a small steel plate and a small hammer. You catch the mosquito and keep it on the plate, hit 100% mosquito will die. This is what exactly this AI tools are doing for the researcher. Means in the case of killing mosquito, the most important part is catching the mosquito. This is not done by that equipment. Similarly, what was the really important part of a research? That is not done by any of these AI tools. What are the major problems faced by the researchers? They are not attended by these AI tools. I am going to speak about what is that real power of AI and how that can be used for good research and for good publication. Now let us go ahead from here. First, I will tell you what AI can really do for a researcher. First thing is instant ideation expansion. Means if you have an idea spark, generative AI will take it forward to expand it. We will have ideas only up to the level in which we have our past experiences or exposure. Therefore, here the situation is very different. AI can help us. AI is one of the important function is that instant ideation expansion. No AI tool is doing that. Second important function AI can do for a researcher is uninterrupted research flow. Means we know the research methodology from A to Z, and we know that most of the researchers they are getting stuck at some place. AI's greatest power is it ensures an uninterrupted research flow. No researcher is going to get stuck even for 1 minute 1 minute, I am telling you, 1 minute with a problem, AI can solve that. Now, third thing is critical thinking amplification. The way in which a research scholar thinks, why, how, what is the reason, or why it is sensible. I am going to speak about critical thinking later. Critical thinking amplification. Then, when we do this, we are going to get time efficiency boost. Fifth one is one of the most important thing. AI can help with horizon broadening. Horizon broadening. It is horizon broadening. Then generative AI can help us an innovation catalyst. In the sense, generative AI can ask and question the researcher, and it can lead to innovations. It is a motivation multiplier. It is a dynamic data it helps dynamic data assimilation. Then comes evolutionary idea adaptation. We know that the research is a journey. That is the reason a person who has done good research or doing good research, you will see a radiation in and around her, because when we do the good research, research is actually transforming us. Similarly, when we are in that journey, we get that one. We get new ideas. So when we get a new idea, we get adapted to that. This is what the evolutionary idea adaptation. Then rapid literature synthesis. With the AI, we are not going to read, we are not going to do the literature review. We are going to do literature synthesis. For example, I will tell you a classic example of this. Suppose you have got 10 PDFs, PDF 1, PDF 2, PDF 3, up to PDF 10. You can program, you can take essence of it, you can extract the insights of PDF 1, integrate it with certain points of PDF 2, and combine it with some extract of PDF 3. Then this entire thing can be clubbed together. You can tell generative AI, make it into 3 A4 size sheets and give to me in a language that an Indian English speaking person can understand. This type of an information we can get. We need not get stunned with some 120 papers spread in front of us. We can tell generative AI to take extract from this. So now next one is bias detection and neutralization. We are human, we live with the bias, but this bias should not be reflected in our research. So many times when we are dipped into the water, we don't feel the cold. How cold is the water? The same situation is happening here. When we are living with a bias, we won't realize that bias. But AI can understand that, identify that bias, and AI can neutralize it. Similarly, there are many things: adaptive learning edge, advanced visualizing tools, scalable research modularity, interdisciplinary integration. This is an important function of generative AI, because there is anything useful under the sun. They are all interdisciplinary. There is no product, there is no process, there is no theory which is linked to only with one discipline. Therefore, if you want to make something good research or a good product, it is necessary that we have to go for interdisciplinary. And for interdisciplinary is the toughest part because of the compartmentalization of our education system. So whatever be the compartmentalization, we cannot go back and we cannot change it. But with generative AI, we can compensate for that. We can compensate and we can develop very excellent interdisciplinary research. I am going to speak about that later. Now let us come to this holistic research enhancement. Okay, These are the main thing. Now you understood that what are the things additionally what ChatGPT, not ChatGPT, generative AI can do. Now let me tell you, this is one research methodology. The- then then uh, this, this is a very special topic in the sense research methodology through artificial intelligence, prompt engineering, and applied critical thinking. I repeat, this is a very special topic. This is research methodology with artificial intelligence, prompt engineering, and applied critical thinking. So this is a very different approach for high impact research, and this I normally take 1 day offline class. So here within 1 hour I am trying to explain this thing to you, and meanwhile my request is that you please understand, and anyone has got a clarification, please call me. Based on the time I will explain to you. Okay, now I am going to show you 12 reasons why generative AI doesn't lead to plagiarism. This is one of the important subject. While explaining this, I will tell you the logic behind it. See, first thing is that what you get from generative AI is an original generation. Original generation in the sense, like any other activity, there are 3 steps for generative AI. That is input, process, output. Input in the sense, the input what you are giving in the form of prompt, it is your input. Process is the instruction you are giving to the generative AI how to process that input. It is the instruction. Third one is the output. Output you can control in which way you want this output to be formatted. Based on that, you are going to get output. So what I am coming to is that you have control on input, you have control on process, you have control on output. When you have control on all these 3, you can change this output and input in million ways. So there is what is reflecting there is your ingenuity. Whatever you get from any generative AI, for example, ChatGPT, copy it, go back to Google, put it within double quotes and check. You will see that similar thing is not existing anywhere. So what you are actually getting from generative AI, if you are following proper prompt engineering and methods, what you are getting is original generation. Now, second thing, as I was telling you earlier, what you are doing with the prompting is what you are getting user input. Means you are going to get response based on your input. It is not based on anybody printed there, you are copying from there. Therefore, this is based on user input. Then we need to understand generative AI, it is a tool, it is not a source. It is not a source. We need to understand this funda. ChatGPT is a tool, or one thing, it is not a source. It is not giving anything from a particular source. Therefore, we need to take care that then there are no claim of authorship. Like this, there are 12 reasons that what you get from ChatGPT, if your approach is right, then you are not going to enter into plagiarism. So let me come to another important point. I am going little faster and I am showing only the important points to you. Yeah, this is an important point I wanted to tell you. This is a critical thinking framework. This is a critical thinking framework. And as I was telling you yesterday, critical thinking is there in every educational policy, but it is missing in every Indian syllabus. I searched for years where this critical thinking is taught in Indian education system. In the end, I have realized that only in one course they are teaching critical thinking, that is in nursing. That is only in nursing. Even in research methodology, they are not speaking about critical thinking, even though critical thinking is the most important part of the research. Even though that is the most important part of the research. Now, let me tell you one important thing. I lived in Japan Toyota factory for about 6 months. So one day while having lunch, I was speaking to one of the Toyota managers, and because I was working with the Toyota car body engineering, and I was telling him, you design very good car bodies. Then he said, no, then he said, no, we do not make very good car bodies. We make very good engineers, and those engineers make very good car bodies. See, this is what exactly we need to understand here. When we are thinking about a good researcher, or when we are speaking about a good research, we need to understand that before he or she created a good research work, that person has become a good researcher before that. His thinking process is like a good researcher. Therefore, he or she is creating good research. This is what I am going to speak to you regarding. This is a critical thinking framework. That is first, you must apply intellectual standards. Here, there are several intellectual standards to the elements of reasoning. Then here there are elements of reasoning, so that you develop intellectual traits. So that you develop intellectual traits. Those intellectual traits are creating a good researcher, and that researcher is creating high impact research. I am going to show you a fast what are the intellectual standards. Now you are seeing here the intellectual standards, the list of that. It is clarity, accuracy, relevance, logicality, breadth, depth, precision, significance, completeness, and fairness. These are the intellectual standards. Whatever we do in our research or in the classroom, these things must be going through these intellectual standards. Then our approach, our learning, everything will be very different. To the elements of reasoning, I am going to tell you now what are the elements of reasoning. These elements of reasoning are purpose, questions, information, concepts, point of view, inferences, assumptions, implications. These are the elements of reasoning. Then this combination leads to intellectual traits, intellectual courage, intellectual humility, intellectual integrity, intellectual empathy, intellectual autonomy, intellectual perseverance, fair-mindedness, confidence in reason. Now, I will show you how this is going to be applied in a real research. See, for example, clarity in research through ChatGPT. Clarity in research through ChatGPT. Accuracy in research through ChatGPT means in clarity of research through ChatGPT, you can do language simplification, generating clarifying questions, avoiding miscommunication, enhancing dialogue, and fostering well-founded arguments. Similarly, Accuracy in research through ChatGPT, relevance in research through ChatGPT, logicality in research through ChatGPT. So generative AI helps us to go through intellectual standards. We need to understand one thing. We need to understand one thing. The A good research is built with these elements. Unless we work on elements, we are not going to make a good research. And from when we are doing each and every intellectual standards to the elements of reasoning, we are able to think differently. And this is going to create a good research. And as offshoots, we are going to get many ideas for publications. So now we have seen like this, intellectual standards, there is a list. In elements of reasoning, there is a list. Now, let me tell you the secrets of world's top university professors and researchers. Clarity of purpose, accuracy of purpose, relevance of purpose, logicality of purpose, breadth of purpose, depth of purpose, precision of purpose, significance of purpose, completeness of purpose, fairness of purpose. These are the ways in which their mental filtering, critical thinking works. And each one of these can have many things through ChatGPT. So what I am coming to is, when we are putting this crisscross, there are about 2,200 ways of thinking. 2,200 ways of thinking in critical thinking. This particular thinking in foreign countries and in top universities, because of their interaction, because of their social learning, because of their learning in the classroom with the debate, they actually imbibe such a thinking in their brain. Because we are not coming through such a system, we don't even learn critical thinking here. A questioning is not part of our culture. Whatever we do, we do not know how to reason, how to tell, how to put logical explanations. These are not in our system. Therefore, what happens? We fail in this. And automatically critical thinking is not coming to us. So therefore, this is what the important thing about critical thinking framework. There are 2,200 ways in which this thinking process happens. And unless we get into such a system, our research is not going to be of world class. For example, this is what I was showing you that time: clarity of purpose, accuracy of this thing, and we can click here. Here you will see many ways of using thinking, and here you will see another type of thinking. So therefore, this is the way critical thinking and artificial intelligence and applied critical thinking through prompt engineering, how we use research methodology. So now we have got only some 25 minutes left. I am going to show you one particular platform. That is a platform. It works in 95 percentage of our research journey. That is called Viana. I am going to show Viana platform here, and I will show you how it is helpful to everyone, every researcher of India, and what are the important points of that. Hope you can see the screen called Viana.
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, this Viana is a very special platform. Viana is a very special platform. It is for high impact research and publications. You can see here from an idea spark to high impact research. Means even if you have an idea spark about a research, or you do not have any idea about a research, it will take you through the research methodology with artificial intelligence, prompt engineering, and critical thinking. I am clicking here enter. So let us go to the first page here. It follows the best practices, and it really captures all the capability of generative artificial intelligence. I am going to show you this specifically. Now let us go here. You will see many blogs here on the top. This follows exactly the research methodology. You will see literature review, 03A literature review, 03B formulate a research problem, 03C identify variables. In this way, it is coming into the end research report. So this is Vijnana. Before we enter to research methodology, this is a step 00. Step 0. Instant validation of your idea spark for research and publications. This is the instant validation of your idea. Instant validation in the sense, on this Vijnana screen, you please see on the left hand side, there is in iteration input. On the right hand side, you will see iteration output. On the left hand side, you are seeing three input boxes. First input box is idea spark. Second input box is context. Third input box is objective expected outcome. Means even if you are while taking bath, while having breakfast, while speaking to your friend, you got an idea spark. You should not waste that idea spark. You have to come and you have to put it in the iteration input. At this stage, your information is very limited. You need to put only 3 information here. That is, what is your idea spark? And second, which domain it belongs? Third, what is the objective of this research? You need to give only these 3 information as an iteration input. And iteration input, give only this 3 information. You just see what are the information you will get on the iteration output. It is an instant validation of your idea. It is not full research. One button, this download button, originality assessment. Vijnana will do the originality assessment of your idea spark on the spot. It will give a score for your, it will give a score out of 10 about your originality assessment of your research. It will give, second, it gives you value proposition. What is the value of your research? And third, it gives you application spectrum. What are all the major application you can get through this particular idea spark? Fourth, you will get a research question formulation. If you are going with this particular idea for a research, what are the research questions you can think about? Fifth, literature synopsis. With this 3 information, Vijnana will give the literature synthesis or synopsis, and then you can think how easy or how difficult to pursue a research on this. Sixth, hypothesis generation. With this 3 information, Vijnana will give you, if you are pursuing this research, what could be the hypothesis you must be using. 7, resource compilation. If you are going for a research with this, what type of resources you need. 8, scale projection. You know that the same research can be done with various scales. This will give you various scales in which this research can be done. 9 stakeholder mapping. Stakeholder mapping is very important for funding. You will see that who are all the people getting benefited with this idea spark, with your idea spark, and who are all the people getting affected by this. Then 10, impact analysis. It will immediately give what is the impact of your research and how you can make use of this. 11, metacognitive inquiry questions. Means what are all the questions your guide must be asking you. Viana will ask you. Viana will ask. 12, interdisciplinary exploration. With your idea spark and with this input, Viana will show you what are all the interdisciplinary research you can do with this. Now, engaging pitch construction. Many research scholars can't even speak very good about their research. Even if Viana will tell the research scholar how to explain your research to various people. Ethical consideration, methodological advisor, validation strategy. There are 21 outputs we can get, a research scholar can get instantly. It is going to take maximum 18 to 20 minutes. Means whatever earlier days we used to take months together for a validation, and in the end we decided that it is not possible to do this research. This can be completed in 20 minutes now. This can be and one is going to get such an exhaustive information about even an idea spark. Now let me take you from here. Let me take you from here to the next one. Now let me take you to the next one. It is identifying a research topic. Identifying a research topic. Identifying a research topic is a section where you will see that there are many research scholars. They have genuine interest. They have genuine interest for certain domains. But at the same time, they do not have a research topic. They do not have a research topic. This is a section for them. Viana will ask details of a researcher, and based on the detail, Viana will suggest 8 to 10 research topic to that research scholar. Means there is no need to look for something which is not suitable for him or her. Viana will identify research topics for them. And similarly, while giving those research topics, Viana gives all those other details immediately one by one. Now let me take you to the next stage. It is critical thinking and AI for the research scholar. This critical thinking and AI, you please see on the right hand side what you have seen, that particular that particular critical thinking framework. Here, this you are seeing a dotted line. These are the 2,200 thinking pathways. We call it as Einstein level thinking pathways. Means with this each button, 2,200 thinking pathways are programmed through algorithm. So when a research scholar clicks a button, Viana is actually thinking in 2,200 thinking pathways on behalf of that researcher. This is one of the important feature of Viana. Viana's another feature is Socratic questioning and feedback system. This Viana is programmed with the Socratic questioning. In the sense, whatever a researcher, scholar is giving as an input, every place Viana is going to question the researcher back. the Vijnana will push the researcher to do better and better. That type of a Socratic feedback questioning system is built into Vijnana, because Vijnana is a big innovation developed specifically for Indian scholars. Now we are going to the literature review. In literature review, exactly the way in which we do the literature review, what you can do here is on the left hand side, at the literature review stage, what are the type of the information we have, that those information you key in, and Vijnana will take care. This is Vijnana. Whatever information you have available till the literature review, you can use it, and you can input them on the left hand side, and you see on the right hand side iteration output. There are iteration output in two segments. First outputs are 9. It is from Bloom's taxonomy cognitive K3 and K4 level. That is application and apply and analyze level. And below Bloom's taxonomy cognitive K5, K6, metacognitive levels and new research ideas. When you are dealing with the Vijnana, every time Vijnana will give you based on your past research inquiry, it will give you 2 or 3 original publication ideas with the explanation. Original publication ideas with the explanation. Those things you can directly take, select which one you want, then every month you can have a publication. I am telling you, it is without plagiarism. Okay, without plagiarism. Then, and these are the thing. It's Vijnana's main thing is the thinking process of top universities of the world. Means it is with a detailed study with the top university, Ivy League universities like Harvard, Yale, Stanford. Stanford is okay. That is a level. So here it is formulating a research problem. When you come with the literature review, you are coming to formulating a research problem. You give the input for the iteration. You will get research problem identified by Vijnana. Similarly, then you progress into identifying variables. Vijnana will present you with a variables library, variables dictionary, and you can choose which are all the variables you really want based on the Vijnana recommendation. Then Vijnana constructs hypothesis for you. Vijnana construct hypothesis. Vijnana does the research design, study design, data collection methods, attitudinal scales. See, many of these stages are not applicable to each and every these are not for every research, every step is not applicable. We know that. So therefore, which are all the stages applicable, one can use. Rest of the thing they can ignore. But what Vijnana follows is the world's best research, best practices. So that best practices. And I want to tell you that it is not removing the intelligence of the research scholar, because it is working on ego, garbage in, garbage out. When a research scholar is showing an intellectual spark, it is augmenting that. It is broadening the vision. It is not giving vision to someone who doesn't have the vision. So it is not giving a good research to someone who doesn't have any idea related to research, because it is exactly working based on based on the best practices of research methodology. So now it is validity, reliability, sample collection, writing a research proposal, data collection, data processing, displaying data, research report, and preparing for Viva VC. I will show you its power. If you can tell Viana, these are the backgrounds of our Viva VC examiners, then Viana will suggest, Viana will tell, these are all the questions these examiners are going to ask, because that type of an intelligence is built into this. Now, apart from this, let me tell you the next three or the last three. It is Indian knowledge system. For those states of India, they are following Indian knowledge system. These three are very important because it helps mining the past for a new knowledge. Second, building it, then using the wisdom from the past, how to do new inventions. Viana will help with new invention. Then third one is Indian knowledge system, interdisciplinary research. If somebody is interested to do research, interdisciplinary research with Indian knowledge system, these are all gold mines. So this is what, yeah, only one application I will say under the sun. It has got A to Z. A to Z of research methodology plus artificial intelligence plus prompt engineering with applied critical thinking. So now we are reaching almost only 5 minutes more. So let me ask anyone has got any question so that I will answer. Yes, there is a question from Palsotkar sir, that is it a software? Yeah, this is a software platform. This is a software platform. It is not online. It is to be installed on computer, but it is connected to internet. I will share an information about Vidyana. Vijay, can you tell me how to upload a file?
Yeah, so just go to that, go to the WebEx screen.
I am not having the screen now. somewhere.
Yeah, where is the
Pardon?
your so just click on that WebEx icon there on the on your icon list. There is the WebEx, right? Just click on that.
Yeah.
Maybe it will come up. Yeah, that.
I think something happened. I'm not able to do that.
Okay, no problem. I think I have that content. Last time you shared it, no?
Yeah,
I will
can you
put
share
it.
it?
Okay.
Can you
That
share it
that
with
brochure, right?
Yeah, please.
It's that brochure. Okay, I will upload it. 1 second. Yeah, I've uploaded it. Those people who want to download it, you will get it in the file list.
So anyone has got any more, any other clarification? If anyone has got any clarification regarding Viana, you can call me also. You have my phone number with you.
Yes. I've uploaded the Viana brochure onto the file list. So if you go to the
There is a question from Dr. Muthukrishnan, where it is actually that file has been uploaded. So Sijin, that is uploaded to the chat file, chat, correct?
yeah, it's there in the bottom right. If you see on your icon list, there is one thing, one which
I lost
says
the screen.
content.
I lost the screen. I am not able to do that one, but you please upload the last time.
Yeah, I've uploaded. So
Okay.
if you come to the file, there's a icon which says content. If you click on that, you will see the file.
Okay, now it is 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, and so I conclude this session. I conclude this session, and Dr. Mendes Jacob will be ready.
There is no link to the file. It's a file uploaded onto the WebEx itself. So if you see in the file the content, if you click on the content icon, you will get it.
Sijin, last time I think we uploaded in the chat itself. Can you do that?
No, sir, we did it that same way here only in the content.
Okay.
I cannot put it in the chat.
Okay, thank you, participants, and thanks, Sijin.
All right, sir. Thank you, Dr. Suresh Nampadri, for that wonderful session. Okay, if you didn't get this, yes, I can see somebody has uploaded one file onto the, somebody has uploaded a file in the this content box as well. So you can take it from there if you can see that icon, because there is no link to that particular file. Okay, so no problem. If you didn't get it, you contact the number which I'm going to put out here. You can contact this number, so you will get the details, and also you can get the brochure if required. Okay, so I will put the number here for Viana. All right, I put this number here. mobile and WhatsApp number. You can call this number, or you can call Dr. Suresh Nambudri directly, and he will send you there. Okay, or you can just email him.
Yeah, here this
And so,
question is here now. One more thing I will do.
yeah, if you can add the file, sir.
Yeah. Can you see the file here now? Viana IPSR V4. Viana IPSR V4. There is a download button. You can download it.
Yeah. I think there are two people who uploaded two files also, some screenshot and some image as well.
Yeah. Okay, some of the
That's where you get it from.
Some of the participants got it. Now the time is running out. Now the important session that Dr. Mendes Jacob is going to take this session. So thanks all participants. Let us see next time.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Suresh Nambudri, for that wonderful session. We will see you again.
Okay,
now
thank
we will
you.
move on to the we will move on to the next session, that is OBE for accreditation and useful tools, and also the feedback. Dr. Mendes Jacob will take it, and he is the professor and director, MCA Marine College, Kuttikanam Autonomous. I will give you a quick introduction of Dr. Mendes Jacob. Dr. Mendes Jacob is an academician and an entrepreneur with 35 years of experience, and is the former director of School of Applicable Mathematics, MD University. He has acted as chairman and member of many academic bodies constituted by the university. He is also a member of academic administrative bodies of many autonomous colleges, engineering colleges, and business schools. He is also the CEO of IPSR Solutions Limited, an IT company supporting higher education institutions in the implementation of outcome-based education and innovative teaching, learning, and assessment strategies. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Stephen. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are.
Good evening and welcome to the last section of this FTP. For the last few days, we were trying to convey the basic concepts and the relevance of OBE. And we are focusing more on the processes. Actually, wherever we go in universities or colleges for our faculty development programs on OBE, everybody was interested only in the attainment calculation, because when we calculate some values, you can showcase it for the accreditation purpose. But during this FTP, we were trying to convince that the process is more important. And when we implement outcome-based education, definitely the quality of teaching will improve, the quality of education will improve, and of course, you will get a high rating for the accreditation. So in this small section, we will start with the benefits for accreditation and how we can showcase OBE for the accreditation purpose. Then we will discuss about some AI platforms and some ICT tools which you can use for handling the sections, assessment activities, etc. And that will reduce the workload of the faculty members. And the faculty members you can involve in the maybe your time you can spend on identifying the innovative practices. So I will start with this accreditation benefits. Share my slide. Okay. So usually everybody will ask how we can start the OBE implementation process. So I will just mention how we can do the implementation part. What is the process where we have to start? So first of all, identify the desired knowledge, skills, and the competencies that students should acquire. That means you have to define the learning outcomes. These outcomes should align with the program's goals and be relevant to the industry or field of study. So defining outcomes, that is the first step. Then designing curriculum and assessments. So once if you have the outcomes, then you can try for designing the curriculum. Most of the cases, you have a curriculum, syllabus and everything. Then you are trying to define the outcomes. So that is happening everywhere. Maybe in future, the institution can think of designing the outcomes first based on the feedback we receive from the alumni and the industry. So develop a curriculum that aligns with the defined learning outcomes and innovative teaching learning, continuous assessment and evaluation strategies. Create assessments that measure the attainment of these outcomes, such as projects, exams, or portfolios. So we have already seen that continuous assessment activities like the projects, then assignment seminars, which will be more useful for this implementing OBE in the proper way. Okay. So where we start and how we can start. First of all, there should be an initial training for the basic concepts, Bloom's taxonomy and OBE architecture. It is very important that every faculty member of the institution should be thorough with the Bloom's taxonomy concepts, because you have seen that wherever we use, wherever in the OBE implementation process, starting from defining outcomes, mapping, then identifying assessments, everywhere we use Bloom's taxonomy. So every faculty should be thorough with the Bloom's taxonomy concept. That is very important. And you can start with the preparation of an OBE manual. I will, the coming slide, I will explain how it will be benefited for the accreditation purpose. So you can have a OBE manual, and there is a link towards a template for the OBE manual in the learning management system. You can just go through that template and you can prepare your own institution's OBE manual, where you can mention the policies and everything. Then formulation of outcomes, as I mentioned earlier, curriculum development and outcome mapping, identifying innovative teaching, learning, and assessment methods. That is very important for OBE implementation process. Preparation of outcome-oriented course plans and assessment plans. Then OBE-focused question paper generation using ICT tools and AI platforms that I will showcase after this slide, after this small section. I can explain you how, if you use ICT tools, some of the tools which are free and some of the tools which may be having some nominal amount, a cost for it. But as an institution, the institution will gain because even some of the tools are cost effective. Otherwise, we will be spending a lot of, even for example, question paper setting. Every college or every university is spending a lot of money. And every year it's a recurring expense. So you can save a lot of money if you use some ICT tools. That also I will showcase today. Attainment calculation, again, using ICT tools, we have shown, discussed on last day, how we can calculate the attainment by using ICT tools. Generating and understanding reports on OBE and analyzing feedback and improvising the process. So this is the process, OBE implementation process. Then what are the benefits? Already we have discussed the benefits of OBE. Clear expectations, that is the first thing. OBE provides clarity on what students should achieve, reducing ambiguity. Students and instructors have a clear understanding of the desired outcomes and can work towards them. Every stakeholders have a clear understanding of the desired outcomes. That is the advantage of OBE. Helps institutions ensure desired levels of knowledge and skills, or we call it assurance of learning. We can give an assurance for every student who joins the institution that we can bring them to a certain level. Okay. Helps institutions identify areas for improvement in teaching methods, curriculum, and learning outcomes. Then it's a student-centered learning. OBE promotes active learning, engagement, and critical thinking. Students take responsibility for their learning and are actively involved in the learning process. OBE is a quality factor, Q factor in academies. Implementation of innovative teaching, learning, and evaluation methods improves quality of teaching, improves quality of learning, improves placements. Proper implementation of processes improves accreditation ratings, helps to meet the challenges of new education policy. So we have witnessed all these things in our institution when we started implementing OBE in 2016. Now, in every department, they are coming with the best practices and case studies of their implementation. The students are also satisfied because they are getting good placements. Now, coming to the NAC accreditation process, in NBA, OBE is already there. So in NAC accreditation process, you can see in criteria 1, starting from criteria 1, it is curriculum development and implementation. That is an indicator. So you can start with the OBE manual there. How the curriculum is developed and how it is implemented, how the curriculum planning, delivery, and evaluation process is taking place in our institution. So you can start with the OBE manual, where most of the policies we will mention there. Then interdisciplinary, interdepartmental courses. What is the need of these interdisciplinary courses or interdepartmental courses? Everything you can connect with outcomes. Because when we, for the attainment of program outcomes or graduate attributes, we need different types of courses. So the need analysis actually come from the design of the outcomes. For example, certificate courses or add-on courses or value-added courses. What is the need of conducting a particular add-on course? Definitely in order to attain certain outcomes, especially for some POs, there may not be proper representation of CEOs with some POs or PSOs. So in that cases, we can add a certificate course or add-on course, which is relevant to that particular outcome. Students enrolled in certificate add-on value-added courses, these are some indirect benefits. Then students undertaking project work, field visits, clinical industry internships, research projects, industry visits, community posting. These are important areas when we go for accreditation. So once if we start implementing OB in a proper way, every faculty will be thinking about projects, field works, so that in future we will bring all these two things into our curriculum. Cross-cutting issues relevant to professional ethics, gender, human values, environment, and sustainability. Most of these things are there in the PO. So we may be interested to have some programs or some, at least some events or activities connected with these areas so that we can map it with the corresponding program outcomes. Then in criteria 2, assessment of the learning levels of the students and organize special programs for advanced learners and slow learners. So we can identify the slow learners and advanced learners through the OB calculations, like some data analytics are available when we calculate OB attainment. So we can classify the students likewise. Then student-centric methods to enhance learning experience such as. So these are some of the student-centric methods. Already we may be doing it, but definitely when we implement OB, we will be exploring more areas, more student-centric methods, so that that will help our OB implementation process as well as that improve the quality of the education. Student performance and learning outcomes, that is a direct question, that is the attainment calculation. And in criteria 3, we used to conduct workshops, seminars, etc., or there may be collaborative activities, functional MOUs, consultancy and extension, all these comes in the criteria 3. So all these things we can connect with OB. What is the need of having an MOU with a particular institution or industry? Or we may be conducting some collaborative activities. So there also, in order to attain certain outcomes, we may need these collaborative activities, and consultancy also we can link with the outcomes. So everywhere, this is an underlying thread. It starts from the criteria 1 to criteria 7. It will go up to 7. And classroom and seminar work, these criteria for related to infrastructure, they're also, in addition to ICT tools, now you can think about AI platforms. So you can say that you are one step ahead. And using AI platforms, you can do a lot of things, especially related to outcome-based education. In criteria 5, capability enhancement and development schemes such as soft skills development, language and communication skills. So these are skill development activities. And you can see the 21st century skills, creative and critical thinking, problem solving. These 3 areas are mentioned in the new education policy also. So when we conduct such programs, we can also think about the outcomes of that program. So what is the impact on the students? What about the placements? Here also there is a linkage with OBE. Criteria 6, implementation of e-governance in the areas of operation, academic planning, development, student admission, support, and examination. The examination reforms. What are the e-governance activities you're doing? Nowadays, as I mentioned, we can also plan for some AI platforms there so that the workload of the teachers can be reduced. And you can have some innovative practices there. Faculty development programs, we can connect everything with OBE. Then OBE as a best practice. Some of the institutions recently, when we have some sections and we are mentoring some of the institutions for the accreditation purpose. So there we suggest to consider OBE as a best practice. So if you do it the proper way, we can mention many things connected to OBE, and every department can come with some case studies so that also can be a best practice. OBE emphasize clear and measurable learning outcomes for students. Helps institutions ensure desired levels of knowledge and skills. We call it assurance of learning. So we are bringing every student to a desired level. Focus on student learning. OBE focus on student learning rather than just teaching. Institutions can design curriculum and assessments aligned with the desired outcomes. Continuous improvement. OBE encourages innovative teaching, learning, continuous assessment, and evaluation. Helps institutions identify areas for improvement in teaching methods, curriculum, and learning outcomes. So I hope day before yesterday, you had a section with Dr. Thomas Verghese. He has mentioned about SOTL, scholarships of teaching and learning. So in our own areas, we can definitely go for a research in the scholarship of teaching learning, that concept, so that we can implement many innovative things. Okay. Flexibility and adaptability, that is also important. OBE allows institutions to be more flexible and adaptable. Curriculum and teaching methods can be customized to meet individual or group needs. And finally, we can say that better preparation for the workforce. OBE helps institutions prepare students for the workforce. So from our experience, we can say that a lot of improvement in the placements, we have witnessed it. Because the students, they are doing practical sections, and skill development is possible. So in that way, not only the theory they are studying, they are practicing it in the real life situation, so that placement is easy. Students acquire knowledge and skills that employees are looking for, contributes to economic development of the country. Identify specific performance criteria for each learning outcome. That way you can have an appraisal. Use descriptive feedback to provide students with specific information about their performance. Encourage students to reflect on their learning and use self-assessment to identify areas for improvement. Whenever we conduct surveys in a proper way, definitely the students will reflect their learning. Use their portfolios to document and showcase their learning and growth. Even if we can provide them with a score sheet regarding POs, they can showcase it. Use standardized tests or assessments to measure quantitative metrics. Set benchmark scores to measure student achievement against specific standards or goals. So use data analytics to identify trends or patterns in student performance over time. That is the progression analysis. Already I have mentioned it the last day. Use comparative analysis to evaluate the effectiveness of different teaching methods or curriculum interventions. That also is possible when we implement the OBE with a proper tool. Use data visualization to present data in a clear and understandable way. I think you have seen all these things lastly. So we have to change ourselves because these days also I have taken some sections on some different institutions. The problem with the faculty members, we are reluctant to change. We are sticking on the traditional system, but this is the time we have to change ourselves. When we implement OBE, definitely we need to change. So this is a quote by Elon Musk. It is easier to land a man on Mars than to change the school system. Okay. I've already shared my numbers last day. Okay. Now coming to the some tools I will showcase. I will give you some idea about some AI tools as well as some ICT tools. Okay. I will first start with an ICT tool. which can be used for a question paper generation. And that will save a lot of time for the faculty, as well as every faculty will be involved in framing questions, quality questions, so that you'll be thorough with the Bloom's taxonomy concepts. During the last COVID time, IIT Goa has conducted an exam. And they conducted the exam like this. They asked every student to frame questions, maybe 5 questions or 10 questions. And the student has to answer the questions framed by them only. And so every student will be framing questions, and after that they will answer the questions. And the marks will be awarded based on the quality of the question, not the answer. Okay. So definitely when we start to frame questions, quality questions, the quality of teaching will improve, and the knowledge also will improve. So I will show you a tool which can be used for a question paper generation. And every faculty will be involved in the preparation of the question bank. This is a software which is being used by many institutions. And it is cost effective also. For example, every institution is spending a lot of money on question paper setting. And in every year, the institutions are spending it. It's a recurring cost. And this software costs less than 1 year experience of an institution. So it's a one-time cost. I will just show you how it will work. Once if the question bank is already there, the question paper can be generated in 5 seconds. Okay, that is the advantage. I will show how the question paper can be generated once the question bank is already there. Then I will just explain some of the features so that you understand it. So there's a history policy. That means if somebody is using this question bank this year for generating a question paper, and next year also, if you want to generate question paper from the same question bank, you can set the history policy, like how many questions can be repeated. And if you don't want any questions to be repeated, that also you can set like that. Okay. So there will be a blueprint like this. Suppose the question paper contains 25 questions. We can set the blueprint. For example, question number 1. It's a section A question, from which unit or which module it should come. What should be the taxonomy level, importance level, everything you can set like this. And the question paper will be generated based on this blueprint. So once the question bank is ready, you can set the blueprint and you can generate the question paper now. It will take less than 5 seconds to generate a question paper. Now one question paper is generated. Okay, the controller's office can generate question papers. Now another 2 question papers are generated, and the controller's office can just check the structure of the question paper without seeing the questions. We can see a blue line and yellow line. The blue line represents the blueprint we have provided. The yellow line represents the obtained question paper. This question bank contains only less number of questions, being a demo question bank. So that is why that mismatch. Otherwise, it will be perfectly matching. So the controller's office, they can check the structure of the question paper and they can select one. Say, for example, I'm selecting second one. Just put the question paper code. The headers and footers, everything will be already there. So you'll get a question paper like this. So at the same day of the exam, even they can generate a question paper like this. And the process is very simple. See, they can start with adding questions to the question bank. So this is the advantage. Once we upload the course outcomes, the faculty can download an Excel sheet from their login, and they can add questions. Say, for example, suppose from unit 1, subunit, subtopic 1, they are adding a question like, what is GST? Then they can put the taxonomy level. They can map with the difficulty level, importance level, nature of the questions, if theory or application or something, expiry date. If the question is expiring in near future, we can put it there. Otherwise, never expire. Answer key, they can put it here. Placeholder means, as a best practice, we can share the question bank to the students if there are sufficient number of questions in the question bank. UGC also supports it. They recommend it. So in that case, if you want to hide a particular question, you can put something here. Even if you put a hint there, there will be a question on current affairs, or there will be a create level question. Something like that, if you can put it there, that question will not be shared to the students. And here we can do the mapping. We have already mentioned about the mapping. This particular question can be mapped with the question CO1, suppose with a mapping strength 1. So likewise, we can add the questions, and you can also copy paste question from internet. And I will show you another AI platform which you will get as a complimentary access. There you can generate question papers just after uploading your syllabus. You will get questions, and those questions you can copy paste and you can upload the question this to the question bank. So once if you upload this to the question bank, the questions will be populated in that way, and maybe in 1 or 2 months you can complete that question bank preparation. And in between, lot of reports are available. I'm not showing all of them. See, we can in between we can see the health of the question bank. Suppose you are every week or every day you are adding questions to the question bank. You can check how many questions are there in each category. Suppose there are less questions in some particular category. For example, here it's evaluate level, only 7 questions are there. So that you can add more questions in that category. Okay, how many easy questions, how many medium questions are there, how many theory, how many application. So complete monitoring and control of the entire process is with the faculty, with the controller's office. So in that way, we can progress, and in 1 or 2 months, we can complete the question bank preparation, and it can be provided for moderating purpose or a vetting purpose. We'll get a vetting report. And after that, the portal can be closed and the controller can generate questions at the, say, even at the same day of conducting the exam. So it's more secure. There are no logistics issues likewise. So this is the way we can, if you use some ICT platforms, the benefits are many, cost effective, then there are no logistics issues. Then every faculty involved in this process, and it's only a one-time process, so that they can be thorough with the basic concepts of OBE. So they can map the questions with the CEOs. They are framing questions with the Bloom's taxonomy and all. Okay, so this is about one of the tools. There are a lot of other features, other reports are available. I'm not explaining all those things. Now, coming to the AI platform, that also I will give you an idea. This is questionpaper.ai. This is an AI platform. You will get a complimentary access to this particular application through LMS. You will get it in your mail. The credentials are available, and you can start using it. I will show you what are the benefits. First of all, you can see question papers. You can generate course outcomes. You can generate assessment activities. You can generate. We'll start with the course outcome. Sorry, the question paper. So generate a question paper. You can use already available question paper template here. Otherwise, you can generate a template, create a template. Suppose I'm using a ready-made templates already available in the platform. There are some ready-made templates available. One is this one. It consists of multiple choice questions, short answer questions, and long essay questions. And you can see the preview on the right side. You can see the multiple choice questions, then short answer questions and long essay questions. Similarly, there are different templates available. Okay, different templates are available. And you can see the preview also. Suppose I'm choosing template 1. Now, suppose I want to generate a question paper using template 1. Just give the name of the exam, suppose model exam or something. Template 1 already I have chosen. Institution type, college, school, or others that we can choose here. Institution name, you can choose it. Program. If course code you can add. Name of the course you can add. Here you can see the Bloom's taxonomy levels are available. Understanding and applying is already there. Suppose I'm adding analyzing also. Difficulty level also you can choose. Medium is already there. I'm adding challenging. Okay, this is very simple. Just give those informations and you can upload your syllabus if it is available. The PDF format. Suppose I'm uploading this syllabus. It's available in the PDF format. Or you can copy paste in a Word format. If your syllabus is there, you can copy paste the syllabus here. Then click generate. Otherwise, you can put the topic name or course outcome or even the name of the prescribed test. That's enough for the generative AI to create a question paper. Okay. Maybe it will take 1 or 2 minutes. Yeah, it's already generated. You can see a question paper is generated. This is a multiple choice question. All the options are available. The knowledge level on the right side is available. Then the answer key. So we'll get the answer also. Right side, we can see the knowledge levels. Then we have the short answer questions. We have the short answer questions, answer key. Then the long essay questions, along with the knowledge levels is available. Okay, so this is the question paper. And here, suppose if you want to have a detailed answer for this one. As a teacher, suppose if you want to have a detailed answer for this particular question, regenerate that answer key. Now you got a detailed answer. Suppose you are not satisfied with the 2 questions. Suppose question number 7, you are not satisfied. I'm deleting it. Okay. I'm not satisfied with the question number 8 also. I'm deleting it. Now, instead of these 2 questions, you need more questions. No? You can copy paste the question manually, or you can again ask the generative AI platform to create questions for you. You can upload the syllabus. If you want to upload a different module or unit, that also is possible. Yeah, we will get questions of mathematics also. In some cases, some symbols may not be available there, but for that we have an editor in the application itself, so that we can manually add symbols there. So we have deleted 2 questions, and the application is trying for more questions. So we have deleted only 2 questions, but we got, you can see, more questions. Around 10 questions we received. So these are the suggestions. Suppose I'm adding. Yeah, I have deleted only 2 questions. So I have selected. Now I am selecting these 2 questions, and these 2 questions are already inserted the same place where we have deleted. You have deleted question number 7 and question number 8. So manually you can do many things. You can see the editor here. You can add many things. You can have tables or images you can bring. You can upload. You can remove the formatting once if you copy paste something from somewhere else. Then mathematical symbols, subscript, superscript. Okay, all this editor is available. Another feature is you can reframe the question. Suppose this is a question: define a regular graph in terms of graph theory. Provide an example to illustrate. It's an understanding level question. Suppose if you want to rephrase the question again, you can regenerate the question. Now explain the concept of bipartite graph. So it's a different question now. Okay. So if you are not satisfied with the question, you can do like this. You can regenerate the answer key. And yeah, now we can map course outcomes. So each question, suppose if you want to map with the course outcomes. Suppose I'm mapping question number 1 with the CO1 with the weighting mapping strength 2. Okay. Question number 2 with the CO2. You update it. Then the COs are also displayed in the question paper if you want to display the COs there. Okay. And if you want to see the preview of the question paper, now you can see the preview. This is the question paper. So no answers are available there, because if you want to print it out or share with the students, the question paper is available in this format. And you can download it as a PDF format, or you can also download it in Excel format. Now, if you want to preview the questions with answers for teachers for your reference, you can download the questions with answers also. Answer key is available. And as I mentioned earlier, if you want a detailed answer, that also is possible. Okay, so this is about question paper generation. Now, again, coming to course outcomes. And many faculty members, they find it difficult to generate course outcomes. So here is very easy. Generate course outcomes. Suppose for a particular course, again, same course, I'm trying to generate course outcomes. The scale I am using is 4 point, or we can change that. This is for our future purpose. Number of COs. You can put the number here. By default, it is 5. Otherwise, you can change it. Based on overall syllabus or based on unit or module wise syllabus. Suppose I'm doing it horizontal wise. For each module, I want 1 CO. Now, just upload your syllabus. Okay. Now I'm uploading the syllabus. Then generate. So the application will give you 3 options for every CO. For CO1, you will get 3 options. CO2, you will get 3 options. And out of these options, you can select now. You can see draft 1. CO1, understand and apply fundamental concepts of graph theory, including types of graphs, etc. Suppose I'm choosing CO1 from draft 1. Draft 2 also there is a CO1. And in draft 3, another CO1. So there are 3 options available for every course outcome. If there are 5 course outcomes, 15 options are available. You can choose. Suppose I'm choosing CO2 and CO3 from draft 3, CO4 and CO5 from draft 2. Okay. So you can choose like it. And save. Now you can see the course outcomes one by one. These are the course outcomes I have chosen. Then update it so that it will be updated to the application. Okay. Now, for this particular course outcomes, suppose if you want to have assessment activities, already we have discussed it. If you can have assessment activities. Generate an assessment activity. You need innovative assessment activities for OBE implementation purpose. So the only thing is you just give the outcomes. This is the outcome we have just generated. If you want assessment activities for all the outcomes, you can put it like this. Otherwise, you can, suppose I want for first 3 course outcomes. I need challenging assessment activities. Generate. Here also for each course outcome, you will get 3 options. And you can select out of these 3 options. So for course outcome 1, this is one test, then graph representation project, graph theory application showcase. So this is for course outcome number 1. Then for course outcome number 2, real world project simulation, CPM and PERT analysis, project management simulation. Similarly for course outcome 3. So we'll get assessment activities like this. And if you want a detail of assessment activity or particular activity, if you want the details. You can regenerate it, and you can choose the best assessment activities for the students. Now you can see resources needed, timeline, execution steps, questions. What are the questions you can ask at the end of the assessment? Assignment. So in that way, we can create innovative assessment activities. And we are working on automatic evaluation of the assignments now. Probably in next month, we will release that also, so that the faculty will find it easy for the evaluating the assignment. So we senior faculty members, academicians are involved, so that and the AI experts are also involved. So we want all the institutions or the faculty members to use this AI application, and it's cost effective also. For the participants of this FTP, we are providing this providing a complimentary access for this questionpaper.ai. So you will get it, and you can go to this website of, and you can log into the system. Okay, so this is the website, and you will get a mail in your mailbox, so that you can go. You will get the password also, and you can change the password. And there are a lot of videos available. You can see a lot of videos available. How to use it. These are videos, and also in the LMS, all these videos are uploaded. Okay. So you can go through these videos in the LMS. Yeah, questionpaper.ai, all the videos are available there in the LMS. Go through the videos, and you can start working on it. And there are 3 tasks available, that is on Padlet. Sample questions based on Bloom's taxonomy. So you can use questionpaper.ai, and you can create some questions that you can post in this Padlet. Similarly, course outcomes. Already I have shown you how we can generate course outcomes. You can use questionpaper.ai, and you can generate your course outcomes of your subject. Then you can post it in the Padlet. And one more thing, assessment activities. So you can just go through the assessment activities, and you can select 1 or 2 or 3 and upload it in the Padlet. So all the videos, everything is available. How to log into the questionpaper.ai, all this data is available. Okay. I hope there are some questions. I will answer the questions. Then we'll go to the next. Questionpaper.ai credentials will be available in your mail ID. Then the LMS, all the videos are available. You can just go through the videos. Mathematics, yeah, you can do it. Question bank software, the first one, that is not free, because lot of effort is behind it. We cannot give free for everything. As Indians, we always look for freebies, but they are not. Will not expect the quality when we have the freebies. So there are a lot of effort behind it, but it is cost effective. As I mentioned earlier, the cost of spending for a question paper setting in a year for an institution, if you consider that cost, the software is less than that cost. Yeah, you can add equations, circuit diagrams. Can an institute use LMS for a membership? LMS I mentioned about our FTP, LMS provided for FTP, and the LMS you have the videos and everything available. This questionpaper.ai, yeah, there is a membership fee, or all the institution can purchase it. Again, it's a nominal fee only. I think it starts with the 150 rupees. The job of the teacher, everything is replaced by AI, even classes are generated by AI. Yeah. Teacher should focus on more innovative things. That is very important. Even if you use generative AI, the baseline of that question paper.ai, I think you have noticed it. Teacher applies and AI creates. Okay. So only an expert teacher can use even this type of tools. I hope the questions are over. Okay. Teachers are now expected to do more of administrative work than teaching. Yeah, definitely. Okay. So I will share the LMS once again. We have some tasks already there in the LMS. I hope you might have gone through that task last day. I forgot to tell it. There was some task. One is formulation of assessment with respect to course outcome and finding the mapping strength. And another one, CEO computation prototype model. So these are two tasks on day 3. Probably some of you might have completed it, but I will just give you an idea what the task is. And you can go through all the reference materials, everything. And this LMS access is available till March 31st, according to my information. Again, you can download your certificate from 26 onwards once if you complete the task. I will also give you an idea about the task. First of all, we have a task. Formulation of assessment questions with respect to course outcome and finding the mapping strength. Course outcome, you have to write a course outcome. Then you have to prepare a question, remembering level question. And the mapping strength you can put it. The course outcome you can write there. And a remembering level question you can frame. And the mapping strength you can give. Course out again, another course outcome, the same way, understanding level question, you can write an understanding level question and find the mapping strength with that course outcome. So similarly, there are 4 course outcomes and the respective questions you can frame. The mapping scale, you can use it. Okay, this is one task already. We have seen how we can map questions with the questions with the outcomes. Now, another interesting task is this one. This is a CEO computation table. This is a miniature of a computation table. Here, what we can do is, sorry, this is not the, yeah, this is the Excel sheet. Here you can see the course outcomes are there. You can mention the course outcomes there, or CO1, CO2, it is enough. The code is enough. Don't write anything else. If you want, you can write the course outcomes in detail there. Then here you can select 10 questions, maybe from your question paper. You can write the questions here. Otherwise, no need. Question numbers are enough. You can map each question with the CEOs. Suppose question number 1 map with CO2 and CO3. Question number 2 mapped with the CO1 with the mapping strength again 1. Okay, like that is you can map it, and you can give the maximum mark here. Question number 2, suppose maximum mark is 1. Okay. So these are the 2 things you can do in the first sheet, CO mapping. Then second sheet, you can enter the mark for 10 students. For example, roll number 1 to 10. If you want, you can write the name. Otherwise, the roll number is enough. Here, for question number 1, what is the mark for roll number 1? What is the mark for roll number 2? You can enter it. Then number of students, you can put it here. Target, you can put say 50% or 60% for the target for each course outcomes. And once if you enter the marks, then you will get a scorecard here. No need of adding anything in the third sheet. First sheet and second sheet, you can add the values. In third sheet, you will get the attainment calculation. Okay. So this is only a simple task, only to understand that attainment in a lighter way. So this is about this task. And finally, if there are any questions, we will answer it. There was a question generated by the software which had 2 parts. Yes. And how does question was mapped here? Yes, something which had 2 parts discuss. Only one part correctly. How does the mapping get affected? Okay, there is one thing I can tell you, the question paper.a, that is a generative AI platform. You can expect only 70% accuracy. That is why I already mentioned teacher is expert. So if it is mapped with a wrong learning level, you can correct it. So you can edit everything in question paper.a. Okay. And if there is a higher Bloom's taxonomy level in the question, usually you can consider that higher level. And again, what you said is correct. If the student is answering only one part, definitely there may be some difference. But that difference will not make any significant change in the attainment calculation, as I already mentioned, because we have a lot of activities connected with the attainment calculation. Okay, I hope no other questions are there. Okay. Is there any AI tool for what question paper? Answers, no? Okay. Yeah, at present, in my knowledge, there is no, not one, because evaluation of the answer sheet, that means it requires a lot of accuracy. So, okay. Now, and finally, we'll go to the feedback session. It will take only 5 minutes. We will finish by. So I will share a link in the chat box. This is again the Mentimeter link. You can give your suggestions, feedback. Okay, you can go to that link. You can give your response there. Otherwise, you can go to menti.com. The browser, you can use a browser and go to menti.com and you can type the code there. The code is visible on the top of the screen. So you can give your suggestions for improvement also, maybe, and if you find some particular section maybe useful for in future, we can suggest that also so that we can include more sessions. And our next FDP will be in April. Can go to menti.com and you can type that code which is displayed at the top of the screen. Otherwise, you can go to that link. It's already there in the chat box. Okay, so we have a team of 15 to 20 members who are working behind it. Definitely from the participants, on behalf of participants and the resource persons, extend our gratitude to all the people who are working behind it. And maybe in the coming days also, you may have some doubts, you can call our team when we are going through the learning management system. Okay. And while downloading the certificate also, Mr. Sijan will be detailing it, how we can download the certificate. So thanks for your feedback. Definitely, you can also suggest, you can also put, give your suggestions. Okay, 10 seconds more, you can give your responses here and we'll be winding up the section. So thank you all the participants for the last 7 days. You are patiently listening to all the resource persons. Definitely at this point of time, 7 to 9 minutes after your work in the institutions, you are at home, and definitely most of you are online during this time. And some of you have gone through that YouTube videos, that also is good. And probably in future, we will meet again for these type of interactions, and definitely it will help all of us. So through interactions, we also learn many things. Thanks for your active participation. Again, thanks to the team from Padmavati University who has taken this initiative. Thank you all. Over to Sijan.
Thank you, Medasa. Thank you for the wonderful and informative session. Now, just to inform you regarding the FTP certification download, please note that your LMS is accessible till the 31st of March. Now, you can download the certificate from the LMS from the 26th March. That is from Tuesday onwards, you will be able to download the certificate. Okay. To download the certificate, what you need to do is you need to complete all the activities, tasks, and also the feedback form that is there in the LMS. You need to complete that, and then the certificate will be available for you to download from the 26th of March. That is Tuesday. Okay, the feedback form will be available for you from in the LMS from today, 9:30 p.m. Okay, so please make sure you fill up that feedback form as well. Those who wish to receive the LMS access and you have not made the payment, and if you would still like to receive it, you can still do it. I will put the details here. What you need to do is you need to make the payment to the account details that I put in the chat, and share the payment proof to the WhatsApp number details. Okay, so just send the WhatsApp proof once a payment is done to the number there in the chat. Thank you again. Thank you all of you for attending this FTP for the 6 days. We would like to see you again for another FTP. Thank you, the DST Curie AI Center of Sri Padmavati Mahila Visvavidyalayam for arranging this FTP. And thank you all for participating in this FTP all this 6 days. Yes, the feedback is there in the LMS. Please fill that in the LMS. The feedback will be available in the LMS till the day you have access to the LMS. LMS access is till the 31st of March. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful evening, and we will wind up the session. Thank you.